Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelvin, and today we're back to our business topic. So, our topic today is talking that how that you can make your customer going to buy your product. Because as I said before, your product is just good, but it's not enough to make the customer buy your product. Because to a good be buy, it have to sitting or be put in somewhere convenient for the customer. So let's see what is the things we call comfortable and a good place. So the customer are more likely to buy the product that is on sale somewhere convenient and better to take it. So to help decide where to sell, a business have to think about the way that their customer will go in one day and what is the products that they would like to buy and how that they would like to buy that. So let's take an example for that. Imagine that you are a business selling a lunchbox called a lunch box, and a potential customer is someone with an office job, which means that the people who just working on computer and not doing so much thing about their strength. So, people in office job very usually using their computer to working in a day. So also like that they still working in the company, not at house or maybe at house, but they still using the computer anyway. So they are the people who will going to pay for a lunch box because they need to bringing their lunch from home to their working place. So a business selling lunch box have to sell them at some several place in an average day. So for examples, we will take an examples as a day of a normal people who doing an official job. So at the first of the day, which means at the start of the day, the first one that he does that wake up, of course, because anybody need to wake up at 7 o'clock. He wake up, and then in 7:30 he going to check phone while going to eating breakfast. So this is the first time that we can make him buying our products, because checking phone, which means that you are going to checking the social media and many other things. So like that, you can going to selling your products by the website or on the app, because they have a mobile phone, of course. So at 7:30 o'clock, you should going to selling your product on an app. And of course, this is for the people who just going to do the office job. So we have so many times to make them buy our products on the online because they always online. Okay. So at 8:30 they were going to buy a newspaper, for example, because sometimes people going to buy a newspaper then rather than going to reading news on a website. So if you go into a local shop to buy newspaper, you can use that point and then selling your lunch box in that local shop. So the lunch box could going to make the customer, which means that the people who doing the office job care about that, and maybe he will buy it, but not 100%, because that is not the best way. So at 9 o'clock he start to work at a computer, and for that, from 9 o'clock to 5 p.m., which means that they are a little very long time. So at that time maybe he will have a break time, and at the break time you can go into selling your product on a job, on a website, I'm sorry. So on a website you can make the customer buying your product by the way that you make the website appear in his computer, even though it sounds very like hacker, but don't worry, it is okay. So maybe you can get your lunchbox sold through a website, and to make the customer have trust on your website, you could make your website have more and many different brands to make your customer think that, oh, this is a very good website because it have many type and many name of the brand, so I can believe in it because it's not just work for one brand, for examples. So at 5 p.m., when he's the when he done, okay, done and does is so similar, oh my god. So when he done his work, then he go into a supermarket. So for someone don't know who working into an office job, usually going to supermarket every day because they usually living alone. Or for examples, they living alone, or whether they live alone or with family, they still have to go to the supermarket for somehow. Okay, so maybe at the supermarket, they're buying food, meat, egg, vegetable. But anyway, you could selling your lunch bags on the supermarket. Because if you're selling your lunch bag in the supermarket, maybe something will catch into the customer eyes and they will going to buy your product. Because if something appear in your eyes and you're not going to do the things that you have in mind, which means that when you go into a supermarket and you don't have any plan, you will going to buy many other things because you don't know what exactly the thing you want to buy. So if you go into a supermarket with details and very complicated plans, maybe you can make your money not going to fly away so fast. For example, so that's how that you can get the supermarket, go into the supermarket, buying the things you want. But if you are not, maybe for an example, like this people, like this customer, he don't know what is he want to buy. He just want to buy food. But if you selling your lunch bags on the supermarket, okay, the supermarket. So if you're selling your lunchbox in the supermarket, maybe he will buy it because he don't know why, okay, because he didn't have an, I mean, the exactly plan for what he's will buying. So maybe because the lunchbox still the things that the official job doing have to buy. They cannot bring in their lunch without that. Okay, so let's come to our next time, which means that after going to the supermarket at 6 p.m., maybe that the customer, our customer here, is going to arrive to his home. So this time we're going to make something little bit old because we will going to use the physical way to get him buying our products. So the business could selling the lunch bags directly to the customer by knocking on their doors with samples. And it's good to make the time that a lot of people will going to stay at home. And that way you can make your customer directly buying your product if they like it. And at 7 p.m., maybe that some customer, which means that some people who doing the official job, in a day that they always online, maybe they will finding some peace of reading news and reading mail. So maybe you can get your lunch back sold through a catalog, and a catalog can be delivered to the customer by the business, and then the customer can post something back that they want to order the product. Okay, so at the end of the day, they will visit a friend, or maybe we'll go into eating a dinner. So at some time, we will going to being a bad guys. Why? Because the business can buying some money for the people, which means that the friend in the word of the customer. For example, I am the customer. Like today, I'm going to meet my friend. So my friend is a marketer, which means that he's going to try to make me buy the product or the business. And when I meet him, he will say, "Oh, hello, how what you been doing?" Blah 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 blah. And then he say, "I think that you should buy this. It's very good." Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he doing many things to make us buying like that. Even though it's like the bad guys, but still, it's still working like we making the customer buying, and that's the main point. And so that's on of a people, which means that on of the day of a people who working at office job. I'm sorry, today we have so many wrong sentence. Okay, so my examples have talking about the ways that you go into selling your products to your customer. So after selling on of the way that I teach you and talking with you in an examples about the day of a people who working like an official job. So after that, you will going to decide, choose one of them. You have to choose the best one, and then you have to focus and going to improve that best choice to make it become more and more better. So like that way, you can go into make your customer believe more in you because you have the exactly same way to selling your products, and also make your products become better because you focus on just one way. Do you know that? For an example, maybe you can know about the word name lineup. So I will take an examples. A player who have 10,000 lineup not good as a player who practice one lineup 10,000 times. For an example, so like that, you know that the number is not matter. The matter is about the quality. Remember, okay? So this is the end of my video today. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys on the next video. And now it's time for me to take off and doing some of my job. Bye bye.